getting set for match number 8. Players are out. The Giants versus the Smashers. Let's go to the toss.
Welcome to the toss of match number 8 in the Dream 11 St. Lucia T10 Blast. It's an encounter between the Whiptail Smashers and the Calabash Giants. We are joined by umpire Cesar J. Lanel, Keith Shalry, our match referee, captain of the Smashers, Kimani Melius, captain of the Giants, Shadrach Jessica. Let's have a spin. Heads is the call. But is it tails? Match referee? It's tails. Tails. Shadrach.
We're gonna have a back first today. Put some total on the ball and apply pressure.
Okay, you're the first man to win the toss and bat so far. Why is that?
Just change momentum a bit. We batted first in the previous game, so let's see how it goes today.
Okay, an opportunity for you to put another win on the table.
Yes, another opportunity to give thanks and opportunity to perform and put some good energy in the camp.
Okay, any changes to your 11?
McLean is out also. Cook is also out.
Thank you. Shadrach, all the best. Go good. Kimani, you've lost the toss. Would you have batted?
Would have liked, no, would have bowled first. We got what we want to do, so it's just a matter of us doing what we want to do and collectively come up with plans to execute.
Okay, the wicket has dried out much better, so I guess it doesn't really matter even if you bat second.
Well, I could say it will help with better stroke play from the batsman. So bowlers will have to be tighter in the line and the areas that they bowl. Like I said, we have to execute good as a bowling unit today.
Okay. Any changes to your 11?
We have a couple changes. Alexander misses out, Ted, John misses out as well, and Ashton Alexander comes in, Omari Venner comes in. So.
Thank you. All the best, Kimani. Go good. So that's the news from the toss for game 8. The Calabash Giants, they have won the toss and they're going to bat first. Bell Cyril. Jessica. Inside edge. 4 runs. Educated edge from Shadrach Jessica getting him off the mark. And so the Giants are away. 4 without loss from the first delivery. Jessica and Wells opening the batting. This is the first team that has won the toss and decided to bat in the competition this year. Outside stump. Guided down to backward point. And no run. So Cyril bowling into the left-handed discard, square leg and deep extra cover. Lay boundary riders. Cyril to discard. A miss from discard. Seemed to have come off the pad and then crashing into the off stump. I don't think Cyril cares about that. He just knows that he's hit the stumps. And big wicket for him. Again, second delivery of the innings getting a big wicket. That's the pattern for today, Joe.
Yes, the pattern continues. But I think it wasn't shot by it. Cut. Playing across the line slightly. And I think it was too early for that kind of shot.
So the big fishes not coming off today at all. Johnson Charles out second ball. Stephen Natrum out second ball. Shadrach Jessica out second ball. So the Giants going losing their first wicket. The fall of a real giant in the batting for the Calabash. Stephen Abraham replacing Deska. What's in the second ball, Joe, today?
I really don't look like this, but yeah, something is wrong.
Actually, it's the third ball in this third innings of the day. First innings of match number 8. The Whiptail Smashers versus the Calabash Giants. As you saw at the toss, the Giants winning and batting. Abraham will take knock. Cyril will come into the right-hander. A swing and a miss. Outside the off stump. No run. So 4-1. We've got a new keeper for the. Is that a new keeper for the Smashers? Ashton Alexander behind the stumps. No Nelson today. Abraham driving back to Cyril. No run. Have you seen Ashton Alexander before?
Yes, I've seen him before, and he's a better keeper than Nelson.
Better keeper than Nelson. I think we noted that Nelson struggled in the last game. Didn't pick up the ball cleanly. His glove work was a little wanting.
And some information about Cyril is playing in the minor leagues in England.
Coming in to Abraham. Good delivery back of a length. Play that off. Shot of a correction. No run. So in the minor leagues in the UK. And is he going back this year?
As a matter of fact, he just returned.
Oh, okay. So he has had his stint for 2025. Very good. No doubt bode well for the youngsters' development. Sean Edward. Coming into Bo. This is his first game. He's to pick up a wicket in the T10 blast this year. And would want to have a good return here, Joe.
Yes, Edwards believes in raw pace, but he needs to temper that with mix-up deliveries. And in that modern era of cricket, you need to be very experienced and very smart in terms of your bowling.
So the left-handed Edward. I think the thing for Sean is the control that is often wanting. The consistency of line and length.
Trying to go too fast.
It's not always there. It comes into Wells.
Ball them right up! Oh my word! What a start from Shonil! Bang on target! Castling Mervyn Wells right up and plucking out looks like that leg stump. What a spectacular dismissal of Wells, who goes back, ball by Edward without scoring. And the Calabash Giants, well, they have been flawed by those two wickets. Mervyn Wells coming back, ball for a dot. Wells didn't get many in his previous game. I think he was out very early as well off the bowling of Dylan John. And well, that was his second game. In his very first game, I think he got out very cheaply off the bowling of John. Was dismissed in the first over. So not Going well for Wells as he walks away. McGarren Schulet replacing him.
Yes, a big blow struck there by Edward, and he trying to prove us wrong that he wants to bowl better in this game.
Well, this is a very good start for him, Joe. And maybe exactly what he needs to maybe have him to produce more consistent line and length. Edward Schulet, who struck on the pad and given! Umpire Napoleon raising the index finger. And Schulet, walking away in disappointment. He came across his stump, struck on the front pad, below the knee roll. And, well, umpire Napoleon saying, that's out, my friend. And bang, Shanil Edward on a hat trick.
Yes, a good delivery. But I don't want to be too harsh on the umpire. But from my vantage point, although the umpire is in a better position, but to me, was it just outside of stump. At least I can see something, guys.
So,
well, I'm paid to talk.
On a hat trick, WW for him. The first two deliveries of the over. Credit to him because as we noted, he tends to be wayward with the line and length. But I tell you what, he's on song this afternoon. Bang on target. First two deliveries. And he is on a hat trick. Caleb Thomas coming out facing the music. Can we have the first hat trick of Dream 11 T10 Blast for 2025? Sean Edward. Can he land this one on the stumps? And send pandemonium in the Giants. Batting. Edward on a hat trick to Thomas. Thomas gets a good one, but digs it out, keeps it out, and denies Edward the hat trick, playing it back to him. And good stuff from Shani Edward.
By Edward. Really putting a very good spell for his captain.
Edward. Again. He will bowl to Thomas. Edward to Thomas. Thomas back wants a single. Will get it as he plays away to lead John into the offside. They take one. The total goes up to 5 for 3. News from the test match. West Indies versus Australia. Australia all out for 310. West Indies needed to get 301 for victory. Shamar Joseph picking up a 5 for 87. Leading the West Indies off the field. Can the West Indies cross that 300 target? Edward to Thomas, a swing and a miss outside the off stump.
Yes, good pacey delivery there by Edward. Shot lifting delivery outside the off stump, and Thomas trying to drive the ball in, moving the outside edge and into the gloves of the keeper. But a very good over so far by Edward.
Abraham with the slash at the delivery. One delivery left in the second over. Edward. 2 wickets already in the over. To Abraham. Drives over the head of mid-off. One bounce into the long-off boundary for 4. So a good finish to the over by the Giants. The mark and takes his team to 9-3.
Yeah, good shot by Abraham. Ball pitched up and he went through the shot and hitting it over the infield for 4. I think he got footy odd yesterday, Abraham. Yes. And he's in some form, so he'll want to bat long as possible too. Yes. And he's in some form, so he'll want to bat long as possible too. Yes. And he's in some form, so he'll want to bat long as possible too.
Start by the Giants, and they would want to do a repair job here. Chico to Thomas, playing a miss outside off stump. They go through for the single as Alexander doesn't pick up cleanly. Bye. So 1 to the total, 10 for 3.
Yes, and Abraham and Thomas, they will want to stay as long as possible and build a partnership, but at the moment they are in trouble at 10 for 3.
Chico will now bowl to Abraham. Hoiking that out towards the offside, mid-off. Catch taken. Looks like Ryan Goodman taking the catch. And success for Chico. Abraham looking to go leg side-ish and hitting away. Ball coming from the outer portion of the bat. And the Skyer being taken quite comfortably in the end by Ryan Goodman. So Abraham goes for 4 off the bowling of Chico. It's 10 for 4 in the third over.
It's a sorry looking scorecard for the Giants. They are not playing like Giants at all. And they will take a very good batting effort from the rest of the batsmen to get to a substantial score. But at the moment, it's all the Smashers.
Well, Caleb Thomas needing a lot of support from Cody Lesmore in this partnership and the others to come. Serious repair job being required here as Lesmore, the left-hander, comes into face. Chico will go round the wicket to him. Chico to Lesmore. It's struck on the pad. And maybe inside edge. They stay in their respective creases. So 10 for 4. The Giants batting. Let's look at who's to come. So Don and Edwin, Alexis Charles, Wayne Prosper, David Natrum, Chico, a swing from Lesmore to the non-striker's end, but missing Melius with the shy, not making contact. So the Giants. So to come, Edward Charles, Fannis, Prosper, and Natrum. So they would need to really combine in various partnerships. Chico will go over the wicket. Thomas in strike. Short one, quite a rapid one, and I think Thomas there bitten for pace. That was quickly through the keeper and not able to execute the stroke in time and into the gloves of the keeper.
Yes, Chico, when he's on song, he's a very dangerous bowler. And that one was a quick delivery, as you mentioned, Claude, yes.
11 for 4. One delivery left in the third over. Chico to Thomas. Oh, another good one, an even better one. It was of a fuller length, maybe about a foot fuller, and pushing at it and beating the ball, seeming to straighten against the right-hander. As the over comes to an end, a good one from Chico. Just the 2 extras from it. So a maiden indeed for Chico, a wicket maiden. The wicket of the 4th batter dismissed, Abraham. As good work from the seamers from this whiptail smashers.
So yes, great over ball there by Chico, and he maintaining the pressure on the Calabash Giants. And these two out there will have to really bat long to get a good score. But at the moment, it's all the whiptail smashers. They are really smashing the Giants all over the place.
Final over of the power play. Shonil Edward, 5 for 2. In fact, 2 for 5 from his previous over. Short and played down to backward point by Lesmore for 1. Lesmore getting off the mark. 12 for 4. As we told you, the toss won by Shadrach Descat, the captain of the Giants. But you'd be hoping that, well, the rest of the batters can make the opportunity to bat first count. It hasn't counted for much so far. Edward to Thomas. Thomas, a big swing. And struck high up on the pad. But maybe heading down the leg side, or maybe also a bit high. Heading down the leg side, I would say. It stays at 12 for 4. Deep square leg and deep mid wicket. The 2 boundary riders. Edward to Thomas. Swing away, all the way, 6 over extra cover. The width given, width taken advantage of. And expansive drive, full extension of the arms. Over extra cover wide for 6. He's the 7, 18 for 4.
Yes, he was looking very good in that execution of the shot there, Caleb Thomas. As I said, he's a wicket-keeper batsman, and mostly all keepers have the ability to bat. And that was a beautiful shot by Thomas. But he will need to score more of these bungees to get a good score.
Edward to Thomas, shot smashed. 1 bounce into the wide long off boundary for 4. Quite a violent blow there. Had the room to extend the arms and hitting it quite hard. Powerful stroke from the right-hander. Taking him to double figures. 22 now for 4.
2 good blows struck there by Thomas and himself and Cody Lesmore. They will have to stay out there and give the Giants a good total. But at the moment, Thomas is looking good and trying to put Edward offline.
No change in the field for Edward. Comes into Thomas. Smashing again. Oh, an even better stroke off the back foot. That has gone over extra cover. Almost going all the way to the boundary. But there was tremendous flourish on this one. And that went quickly through the offside. It went flat and almost went all the way. And all of a sudden, Shamil Edward, such a good first over, has just changed the length. And, you know, we said the two outfielders were on the boundary. Well, that has changed. Offside sweeper now given. Edward to Thomas. Pace off down the leg side. Good work by the keeper, brushing the pad, so no wide call. And the over comes to an end, much to the relief of Edward, no doubt. 26 for 4 after 4. The run rate pushed up to 6.5 by the flurry of boundaries from Thomas in this over.
Yes, that was excellent batting by Thomas in that over. So some lovely offside shots. But the last one was a gem of a shot. It was a majestic shot. And he left the bat like a bullet.
The best of the three, Joe?
Yes.
जो बनाओ जब बनाओ सब वायरल हो जाता है ऐसे तो सिर्फ ब्रिलीन ही कर सकती है और तुम भी ब्रिलीन जब जियो का नेटवर्क हर वक्त साथ दे जब मिले मौका लगाओ चापा What's up bro wanna play piccolo I'm Daddal from Dadar quick story time entertainment की big shot has just joined welcome our guys Jio पे shot से बनो big shot
10 boxes to tick for the stroke. How many do you think that the stroke would have ticked out of 10?
Has answered.
All 10, Joe. 10 out of 10 for the stroke.
Yes.
Joe St. Mahman enjoying his stint with the microphones. 26 for 4. As it is really a good flurry of strokes. We can say a hat-trick of boundaries by Thomas in the last over.
That's what it was.
Lee John starts a new one. And swinging away. Out towards mid-wicket is Lesmore. Straight to Venner. Oh, but the return is almost over the head of Alexander. Good work from him. Jumping to pull it down. Breaking the stumps as he tried to do so. So 1 to the total. 15 to Thomas. Lesmore going to 2 with the single. 27 for 4.
These two, Thomas and Lesmore, will have to continue. So far, they're going well. But I'm sure the whiptails and the smashers will want to see the back of one of these batsmen in a hurry, because at the moment they threatening to, put a partnership between them. But it's a good game between the two teams.
So the power play has been completed. So Lee John can come in as he has done. So more fielders out of the circle. Long off, long on, cow corner, mid wicket, and deep extra cover. Or deep cover point. I think his point is a lot squarer, so you can say deep point. Thomas will receive from Lee John, who comes from round the wicket. Smashing it out to long off. Good catch, no put down. Tyrell Chico put in the dive, hit the hands, but just not able to hold on. It would have been a spectacular catch had he held on. As he tumbled to the ground, he lost it. And you can just see the disappointment in the body language there from Chico, who prides himself on his fielding. They took 1, 28 for 4. Lee John again, this time to Lesmore. Lesmore smashes it along the ground to Chico. And long return to the keeper. One more to Lesmore. He goes to 3, 29 for 4. Very noticeable from Chico. He's at long off or long on, and he sends the ball not to the bowler, always to the keeper. A man with a very strong arm, always looking to get the return into the keeper. 29 for 4. Thomas the right-hander. Lee John to him. Good delivery, full, and squeezed out to the fielder on the boundary. Misfield will allow them to come back for 2. Cyril, a little loose in the fielding there, allowing the second. 31 for 4.
Good awareness by the batsman to take a extra run on the misfield.
Thomas slapping that. Will he find the boundary? Yes, he does. Deep mid-wicket and deep straightish mid-wicket. Cow corner not able to come across the ball, bisecting them into the boundary for 4. Another boundary to Thomas, taking him to 22. The total 35 for 4.
Yes, and Thomas really trying to bat his way out there.
Smashed away. Square leg will not get across. Forward square. The fielder not able to come to his right. And although Thomas was not in control, he got the boundary, taking him to 26 at the end of the over, the 5th of the innings, and the total 39 for 4.
So good batting there by Thomas. Himself and Cody Lesmore, they want to stay as long as possible to really give the team a fighting chance in that game. So at the moment the game is a little in the balance, but I can say the Whiptail and Smashers are just ahead.
Only just, Joseph, at 39 for 4? Okay, if you say so. We'll have to wait and see. Bowling change. Ryan Goodman will come in. He will bowl to the left-handed Lesmore. Over number 6. About to be started. Long off, long on. Square leg, mid-wicket. Deep point. Round the wicket, Goodman. Slapped up the back foot by Lesmore. To the offside sweeper. 1 taken. 40 for 4.
Yes, we have been concentrating on Thomas, but Lesmore is looking good. Well, Claudius, he's playing some good shots. He's looking very good, and there look to be no real trouble at the moment. So they will want to continue and push on, because at the moment they are well set.
Goodman goes over the wicket to the right-handed Thomas. Hit in the air, out towards long off. Will come to his left. They'll go for this. They'll think of the second, but not go. 1 taken. 41 for 4.
Yes, good rotation of strike there by the batsman, and the left-handed Cody Lesmore will be on strike. So bright sunshine here at the Rosalie Mini Stadium. Ideal conditions for cricket, and we're anticipating a very good finish to this game.
Goodman to Lesmore. Good one. Lesmore was thinking of going big, but found it in the block hole and had to come down on it. Good dot ball. Lesmore again. Will receive from Goodman. Chopped away for a single. Sweeper in Venner coming off the boundary. 42 for 4.
Again, good rotation of the strike there by Lesmore. Playing a delicate cut down to the backward point area, and the sweeper collecting.
Goodman to Thomas. Full toss, whipped away over backward square leg for 4. Loose one and put away by Thomas to take the total to 46 and himself to 31.
Again, good batting by Thomas, and he looks to be getting in to some form now, on anything short or wide he will pounce on it, and he's batting very well at the moment.
Down the track, hooked away, possibility of a catch. Judd Goodman, puts it down. Oh my, oh my. Pitched up and using his feet, Thomas, all the way to Goodman. Maybe he would suggest the sun in his eyes or something, but put down a sitter. Don't think the big man would be happy with that. So a letter for Thomas, and well, older brother putting down the catch, and I think Ryan would not be happy with his big brother there. End of the over, 47 for 4.
And I think Judd was a bit too casual in going for that catch. But as you said, the younger brother will not be pleased at all. But it will be a little bit tough to scold his older brother. But it was a bad miss.
You could imagine Ryan saying, "Come on, bro." New over, Lee John to Thomas. Smashed, square on the bounce. Couple of bounces to Venner. And 1 taken, 48 for 4. $33 from 18, Thomas. Lesmo 5 from 8. In strike. Lee John round the wicket. Hit into the offside for 4. Lovely stroke. Oh, that was nicely hit along the ground. Ryan Goodman at extra cover found it flashing past his right hand. It was along the ground, so it had to be a clean pickup, but it was to his right, out to the boundary for 4. 50 coming up with the stroke by Lesmo as he goes to 9. This time it's gone high. Is it long enough? Yes, it is. Sailing over the long on position. Chico at that position, watching that sail high and handsomely over the boundary for 6. So Lesmo smashing 4 and then 6. Taking the total to 58. Legion again to him. Full toss, hit down the ground. Will that be cut off? No. 4. So capitalizing on it here. Lesmo, and hitting that away for 4. So this has been a good over for Lesmo and the Giants. 15 from it already. Lesmo on a roll here. Lee John to him. Guiding that, but can't beat Belfort. At backward point, 1 taken. Thomas responding well. 63 for 4.
Yeah, good batting by Lesmo. And runs coming from both batsmen, and that's a good thing. And so they will want to continue. A good partnership in the making.
John, final delivery for him. He'll bowl to Thomas. Thomas smashes that over wide, long off 6. Oh, it was a full delivery, providing width outside the off stump, and smashed by Thomas, the left leg all the way towards square leg. So opening up for power and getting it all the way for 6 as he goes to 39. End of the 7th. It is 69 for 4.
Good regular action there by the Giants. after they were 4 wickets down for a small amount of runs, and they have rallied up to 69 for the same 4. So that's a very good partnership. And the whip till smashers, they will want to see the back of one of these batsmen in a hurry. But at the moment, the Giants, they are really beginning to look like giants.
Indeed. Partnership 59 between the two. Yes, 59 from 28. They came together 10 for 4. Hit into the offside. That is gonna be a good catch. Oh, fielder had to turn and taking that quite well in the end. Feel that backward point. Rene Montoute, it looks like. Good judgment. So Rene Montoute with a well-judged catch at backward point. The ball peeling off the outer portion of the bat. And good partnership between the two for the 5th wicket coming to an end. 59 between Thomas and Lesmore going. And a wicket for Goodman in his second over.
Commentators, Chris, as we were just saying that it was a good partnership, and so we saw the fall.
What you doing? जो बनाओ जब बनाओ सब वायरल हो जाता है. ऐसे तो सिर्फ गुरलीन ही कर सकती है. और तुम भी. गुरलीन जब जियो का नेटवर्क हर वक्त साथ दे, जब मिले मौका लगाओ चाका. What's up, bro? Wanna play piccolo? I'm Daddu from Dadar. Quick story time. Ew. Entertainment की big shot has just joined. Welcome our guys. Jio पे short से बनो big shot.
Goodman to Edward. First delivery, full toss, slapped away for 4. Into the cow corner boundary. A real welcome gift to Edward, gleefully accepted, smashed over there in the ring and out to the boundary for 4. He's off the mark, 73 for 5. Goodman to Edward. Edward slaps it along the ground this time. Chico gets a good bounce. And long on. Completes the fielding. 1 to Edward. 74 for 5. 3 deliveries left in the 8th over. Goodman to Thomas. Thomas looking to reach a wide one outside off. Missing. No wide call from umpire Napoleon. Stays at 74 for 5. Goodman. Thomas advancing. Gets it on the full toss. But can't beat Venner at square leg. 1 to the total. Thomas going to 40, 75 for 5, 1 delivery left in the 8th. Edward comes into strike. Goodman to Edward, short, swung away for 6, over long on. Short, and Edward quickly going deep into it.
ఈ స్పీడ్ తో పాయల్ గేమింగ్ వీడియోస్ మాత్రమే వైరల్ అవుతాయి. నా గేమ్ ప్లే ఎవరైనా చూస్తారా?
హాయ్ పాయల్, జియో లాంటి స్పీడ్ ఉంటే నీలాంటి గేమ్ ప్రపంచం మొత్తం చూస్తుంది. జస్ట్ షూట్ యువర్ షాట్. జాయిన్ మై స్క్వాడ్. బిగ్ షాట్.
జియో పై షాట్స్ తో అవ్వండి బిగ్ షాట్.
Of relief, and they might get the 100, and that can be a psychological advantage for them, but at the moment they will want to continue batting and see how much they can get out of these 2 overs.
Well, they have not done too badly, Joe, from 10 for 4. So 81 for 5 with still 12 deliveries left in the innings. They can push it past the 3-figure mark if they bat well.
Yes, most certainly. I'm hoping that they will be able to do that. But as we know, cricket is a funny old game, and who knows, the whiptail and smashers might get the remaining wickets in a hurry. But we will wait and see what will happen.
Let me have you commit and demonstrate your projection skills. How many you think they'll get?
They will
81
get
for 5 after 8.
Yeah, they will get 100.
Only just 100?
Yeah,
That's your figure? Exactly 100?
exactly.
Okay. So you are giving them only 19 from the last 2. Think you're a little conservative there, Joe. I think I'll go for 110. So you say 100, I say 110. Let's see. Jadel Cyril starts the 9th.